This is exactly why TikTok's getting banned. What is that? Oh. Hey guys, it's Dier and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome. As you may know, TikTok has two sides when it comes to recipes. On one side, it's irresistible and delicious. And on the other side, it has you questioning people's mental status. Let's get into it.
Okay, and twist it in there.
Supposedly, this is some kind of cooking video. But I'm confused. Why are we starting in the bathroom?
And you're gonna just spiral it around like that. Some of this. There we go. This is the most important part.
I'm pretty sure this isn't sanitary.
Okay. Yeah, like a lot of it in there.
Okay.
Make sure that it fills a lot of the tank.
Why are you pouring milk in there?
Please tell me you're not about to drink this.
Okay.
That's it?
Beautiful. Yep. And then watch what happens when you flush this. Okay. If you want it extra creamy, just because there's a little bit of water mixed in there, you'll add some whipped cream. Here.
Oh, sure, that makes sense. Add a little more extra whipped cream if it's a little water in the toilet. The toilet.
Oh my goodness, that is so extra.
Yeah.
The sprinkles are so extra. This whole entire thing is so extra.
Yeah. Yeah, just get a couple of cherries in there. Okay.
Go for it.
Look at it's churning it into chocolate milk. And then
It's
as it
going
comes
down.
up,
Wow.
it's turning into chocolate milk, and then you just get in there and you can sip it.
I have never seen a video that was more disturbed than that. My stomach is hurting. I wouldn't even joke around like I'm gonna drink something out of the toilet. Please stop. I'm telling y'all, this is exactly why TikTok is getting banned. Because of those nasty, disgusting people. What would possess you to fill your entire fridge with hot dogs? There's no other explanation. I mean, you're just possessed because... And then to sit there and eat them cold?
You are not invited to Christmas dinner unless you bring a gelatinous whale schlong cake. That is a gelatine cake made with a whale PP.
Do you need me to call somebody for you? Because that is not okay. At all. Oh.
And Christmas is now ruined. But that
Nah, Christmas was just saved. If you brought that to Christmas, it would have been canceled. It would have been over. It's a wrap.
it's okay, you can still eat it off the floor. I'm going to show you how to make this delicious recipe at home and your whole family will love it, guys. Trust me on that. I make this cake every single year. And I remember as a young kiddo, I loved it. So all you're going to do is mix around your gelatine into a 5-gallon bucket, dump your whale PP into the sink, and give it a little rinse. Then we're going to plop it right in our mixture, just like that. Don't worry about all the juices. That will actually help it form. And then you're going to add some more gelatine to it. This is a very typical Christmas recipe if you're American. And then
Hold up, this man is lying to y'all. He must not be American at all.
you're just going to mix it around and leave it in your fridge for around 24 hours. It's done, it should look like that. And make sure you plop it down on the table, but give it some room because it might try to run off on you.
I'm lost for words. I'm literally lost for words. Oh my.
Delicious, tasty baked cookie cake. That is a traditional American cookie cake recipe that you can find
Where did he get all of those from? That is just foul.
at basically every single mall, and today I'm going to show you how to make it right at home. All you're going to do is dump your nuts in the sink just like that. No rinse necessary.
Those poor animals. And just dumping them into the sink. Oh, that's disgusting. He can never get that sink clean again.
Fun part, you can even let the kiddos do it. All you're going to do is just dump your nuts into the cookie cake pan just like that, and then you're going to throw it in your oven.
Just ruining perfectly good cookies. Don't ruin them.
Do not forget, guys, to give it a try and let me know.
See, what was the whole point of this? He literally just ate the cookie that was on top of it. That's still nasty, but at least he didn't bite into it. Like, I was scrolling through TikTok and I came across this creator who goes by the name of My Jane Brain. And at first glance, the recipes seem okay and maybe something you would want to try. But then it gets worse.
14 sticks of butter. Let's just keep this moving.
Why are we starting out with so much butter? That's like 50 pounds of butter.
All right, we're almost there. Now we're going in with our parsley, our thyme. Can't forget the salt.
And now we're adding some green stuff just to be a little healthy,
Now our pan is completely prepared for our steak. That is going to stay swimming in there. Yep.
No, you've got to be kidding me. All of that butter.
50 pounds of butter.
Butter for one steak? Insanity. There's no other words to describe it. It's insane.
Life.
Oh my goodness, this smells phenomenal.
Now I'm going back in with our juicy steak. We're just going to sear this up on both sides. Oof. This just needs one more thing, and that is some more butter. And that's it.
This should be a tutorial. How to clog your arteries in one day. It's as simple as that.
You already know that this steak is perfectly cooked. What do you say we slice into this? Oh yeah, like I said, perfectly cooked. I'm going to make sure there's a little extra moisture in there.
I'm convinced she must have a sponsorship with some type of health insurance or something.
This is exactly what I need to take a bite of this. Dip in that extra butter. Alrighty, cheers. Guys, it does not get better than that. You have to try this.
All of that butter and she still had the nerve to make it well done. Her face alone, you can just tell it's nasty. It's no steak left. It's just butter with a side of steak.
Let's start with our chicken leg right into our chocolate powder. Make sure it's all nice and coated. Now we're gonna grab our thick piece of bacon and we're just going to wrap that up.
Okay, so as you can see, she has a can of Mio, which is like chocolate powder if you don't know. And she's adding a chicken leg and wrapping it in bacon? I am so confused. She said it's something she learned in Mexico. Lady, why are you lying on these people's culture? First of all, stop. Because I know this is not mole. And she has the nerve to be calling it mole. You are disrespecting their culture at this point.
Let's add it to our dish. Now we're going to add on some mixed herbs right on top of that bacon. Now I know it seems a little backwards. We're combining the savory with all this chocolate, but this is what the Mexicans do with their traditional chicken mole. So we are just gonna do the same. Add a little bit of cumin on there. Now we're going to add in a couple spoonfuls of tomato paste. Okay.
Just slapping it on there.
This is a real recipe. I know it's a little wacky, but we've got some grapes or sultanas, whatever they have in this country. We're just going with it.
She's essentially making hot chocolate chicken with bacon.
This is gonna make our marinade nice and creamy.
That dissolves so easily.
Let's grab our chicken back and we're just gonna go ahead and start pouring our chocolate marinade right in over our chicken. I like to pour it all in between. It's going to be rich, creamy, and flavorful.
Now she's making some type of chocolate water slurry to drown the chicken.
Let's get this chicken mole into the oven.
You mean mole?
Yeah, same thing. I have it at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes or until all that chocolate sauce is soaked up.
Those poor chickens who sacrificed their life for this monstrosity. Rest in peace.
Wow. I think this is one of the most unique dishes we've made. Let's just pull one of these out. Look how good that is.
Oh, that smells.
Let's see how nice and cooked this chicken is. Cutting right through that bacon. Oh, look at that. Just falls right off the bone. Cheers.
That looks absolutely disgusting. And the bacon is so limpy. Ew. What was the point of putting the bacon on it? She basically peeled the bacon off. I'm not understanding.
Giant cabbage, chop off the top. Make a big opening, scoop out all of the insides.
Okay, she has a cabbage. This has to be healthy. I mean, I couldn't expect her to mess this up.
Let's set that aside. And we're going to add 3 pounds of ground beef to our bowl, salt, black pepper, and 2 eggs. Good thing I'm wearing gloves because we are going to mix this all together.
And here we go with the meat again. Are we serious? Where are you getting all this meat from?
Let's get our cabbage back and start filling it up with our meat mixture and just bring the meat all the way up the edges. Slide our blocks of cheese into the cabbage. Now we're gonna move this to a glass dish.
Wait a minute. What possessed you?
We are going to start putting ground beef all on the outside of our cabbage. From the top down.
This is the biggest ball of bacon I have ever seen.
Stick it in the oven at 325. Really good. This bacon is crispy.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness. So cheesy.
And we can't forget about our dill sauce. Cheers. First, we're gonna add in our yolk right into the eyeballs. 1 egg here in the mouth. And the last yolk here.
Is that a face made out of hamburger meat? And why is she adding eyes to every hole that she sees?
We can't forget about seasoning our ground beef. The black pepper on here. Lay's chips. Yep, you heard it. So go ahead and just put those all the way around the beef. Lightly salted ruffles. And these you can crush up a little bit smaller and just place those all around the edges as well.
This looks disgusting. And now there's chips. Okay, so I'm confused. I thought she was making like hamburgers and eggs, which doesn't sound like the best combo.
All right, you can't have mashed potatoes without some light cream. So we're just gonna gently pour that in. What would mashed potatoes be without butter, honestly? Now we're
And now there's some more butter.
gonna just place these butter slices all the way around the pan. We need some parsley, and we're just gonna place it gently around our beef. I don't know why these eyes are all red, but
It's looking really scary, like some kind of monster.
we're just gonna go in with a little more seasoning because you don't want bland mashed potatoes. I like mine really garlicky, but that looks nice. All right, let's see if they're turning into mashed potatoes, because that's what they used to be. So we're just restoring them to their natural habitat. So we're just gonna put the lid on this for a while, let it steam up. This has been in here quite a while. Wow, look at that.
Guys, I'm scared. It looks kind of crazy. Like it's some kind of demon coming out of that pot. Like,
The eggs are perfectly cooked. Now let's take a look. And if this is ready to be flipped, we're just gonna go for it.
Listen to that.
Oh yeah, it's ready. All right, we're going for it.
okay, looking at this is actually making my stomach hurt. It looks so greasy. I wouldn't even feed this to my dog.
These actually look like mashed potatoes, and you can't tell me they don't. We're just gonna guide our little face right out of the pan. I am so excited to try this. How good does this look? Let's see how good this turned out. Oh yeah. No, that is a burger.
That's a burger. I thought she was making mashed potatoes. I'm confused.
Log of ground beef. Peel off the plastic wrap. Give that a quick little press down. And this is going to be like a nice big
So we have another log of meat. What is her obsession with meat? Like,
moat. Next, we're going to add in our pasta, an entire jar of pasta sauce, some fresh mozzarella, and the last slice here, fresh basil leaves. It's going to add so much flavor. You can't have pasta without some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. This is going to be a little tricky, so you're just going to have to work with it. It's like, you know, when you watch them at Subway, fold all your stuff back into the sandwich.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess that she's making some type of spaghetti.
Just like that. Let's take our original barbecue sauce, evenly coated all the way around.
Okay, but see, now I'm confused. Why are you adding barbecue sauce? That makes no sense. I mean, none of her recipes really make sense, but...
Now let's take our handy seasoning, a ton of salt, some black pepper. Now we're going to go in with some bacon slices. Let's get some on the other side here. There's no such thing as too much bacon. Grab our tin foil. It's going 2 hours.
That thing is so big, it's almost too big for her oven.
Let's get this out of here.
2 hours. I almost forgot how big this log was.
I cannot wait to open this up. Wow, this smells amazing. Look at that. Wow.
But are the noodles cooked?
Ooh, I bet you they are. It feels pretty soft. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness. This is insane. Look at these perfectly cooked noodles. Cheers. I don't even know what to say. This is the best thing we've ever made.
Are you serious?
This is so good.
So did she just make like meatloaf, spaghetti, and lasagna all at the same time? She must be a hungry girl.
Start with some Lucky Charms and pour it over top of our marshmallows. We want to spread them out evenly, and we're going to add a few more marshmallows on.
Hey, this one doesn't look too bad. It's just the marshmallows and Lucky Charms. She cannot possibly mess this up.
On top. Now we're going to add 6 slabs of butter. There we go.
Why is she using so much butter? She has like a serious problem.
Let's mix this all up and make sure it's nice and combined.
That just looks like a sticky, oily mess.
Now we're going to take some bowls and spray the top. We're going to grab our Rice Krispies and put it right on top of the bowl, just like that. We're going to mold it into a bowl. Now,
look, everybody's so creative. She's making an edible bowl out of this oily mess.
now that our first bowl is nicely formed, we're going to get some more and form our second bowl.
I'm sorry, but with all that butter you put in this mixture, I do not think you need to spray the bowls with anything else. They will pop off. Trust.
And dip it in the chocolate. And then we're going to dip it in the sprinkles. Perfect.
As if the marshmallows and cereal was not enough, let's dip it in chocolate and add sprinkles. I mean, what's a little more sugar?
Oh, I cannot wait to try this. All right, let's see how it tastes.
Is it just me, or did you kind of want to see her take a bite of the bowl too? Okay, it looks like it's a cake made out of SpaghettiOs, and they're using some type of Spam frosting and mayonnaise. And if that wasn't bad enough, olives and Vienna sausages. And gummies? Where did the gummies even come from?
Oh baby, I know every little star, just how sweet I think you are.
This has to be some type of sick and weird game. And what does this say? Alphabet star jello surprise with teeth and meat. Interesting. And folks, this here is an exact reason of why you cannot eat at everybody's house.